Hello, and this is the PowerPoint slide and video for the APERS Self-Assessment Part 2 by Stephen Glassner for EDUU 676. In APERS Part 1, I focused on three areas: learning environments, structure and schedule, and positive learning climate. And the conclusion from that part one was that I had real strengths in my program and an environment for helping students with autism with only very limited needs to demonstrate improvement. In part two, you see similar results, although I will say there were more areas for improvement with elements in place, but there were still also a lot of strengths. In this part two, we will cover the following areas: assessment, curriculum instruction, communication, social competence, personal independence and competence, functional behavior, family involvement, and teaming. For assessment, I had real strengths in what is known as database instruction drives instructional planning in our room. So we have multiple data collection methods and commonly accepted standards. We have elements in place, but work needed on the fact that team members do invite parents to be involved in parts of the assessments, but not all of the assessments. And that assessments include information on skills needed to transition successfully. Now this is done very limited, especially since there are no grade levels within our school program. So when a student transitions from classroom to classroom or from program to program within our school, assessments don't really take place. They mostly take place with a transition specialist when they reach 14 and a half years old. Curriculum and instruction. So we have some real strengths here. Students do practice generalizing skills across multiple settings and with multiple people. Visual supports are individualized and routinely used across all activities. And all team members give opportunities for students to respond and provide feedback and adjust instructional methods. We do have some elements in place, but where there is some work that is needed. Instruction do target IEP goals, but we could do a better job in our classroom with focusing on student interests. Instructional periods are usually appropriate length, but sometimes there are distractions in our room. That's just the nature of kind of the classroom that I have and the students that are there. And then there are prompting plans and prompting hierarchies used, but they could be implemented more consistently. This is something that I know I need to do a better job in working with the aides that help out in my classroom. In communication was a real strength in my classroom. Something we really emphasize. So we do have the environment arranged and opportunities created to encourage student communication interaction. We do have instructional strategies that are used to develop communication across different environments, and they emphasize both functional and spontaneous communication. And we have communication systems that serve multiple functions and encourage communication with multiple individuals. Social competence. One strength is that we have weekly self-contained instruction and social skills. This is specifically led by one of our speech pathologists at the school, with a classroom team provides support. Implementation takes place in natural environments as well. Elements that's in place but needs to be worked on. Materials for communication and social skills are implemented, but our school does not have any extracurricular activities, so it is essentially not applicable. This could definitely be something our school could work building towards. One challenge we have, and I believe this is the only challenge of all the APERS survey. While some social skill instructions do take place across different classrooms, we don't really have peer social networks that are in place. Nor is it part of any kind of school curriculum. Now, I think this is actually something our school is actively working on to improve, but it still is a challenge. Personal independence and competence. A real strength is that we use various strategies, 3 or more at least, to promote personal independence. An element we have in place but work needs to occur is that at least 2 strategies are used to promote self-management skills. Students can be involved in the development of the plan where appropriate. Next, we have functional behavior, and these are both strengths. FBAs are conducted for interfering behaviors. There's a lot of collaboration. Replacement behaviors are identified as well. We actually have a behaviorist at the school that works closely with the teachers and the teams to really focus on behavior. Really, the entire purpose behind our school is to help improve behavior so that they can go back to their home school. So this is big. And we also have comprehensive intervention plans that are developed with families that include assessment, instructional strategies, and replacement behavior and skills. Family involvement is a real strength. We have systems with regular individualized communication with family, as well as information that is important to provide to families, often individualized, and we try in all aspects to avoid technical jargon, and explain it where we need to. And then we have teaming. We have real strengths there. We have systems in place for making decisions at team meetings, and team members implement all actions. Collaborative relationships among all team members with frequent feedback and communication, that definitely takes place. And we also have formal training related to autism and participation in team meetings by paraprofessionals. Basically, no matter who you are in the classroom, whether you are the lead teacher or you are a paraprofessional or what we call a program counselor, you are included in the process of team meetings, trainings, and there's frequent collaboration, and there's a real inclusive feel to our team and our school. And that is the end. Thank you very much.